Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 2 of Ninjary time. My name is NinjaBob and as always I'm playing in survival mode on Minecraft PlayStation 4 edition. So here we are outside my house and to be honest I'm just stood here looking across my world and this is pretty much where we ended the last episode. Actually, I do love the way this place looks, and do you know what? As much as I'm loving some of the big builds that we've started doing and some of the big ideas I've got, I do love my house as well. This isn't the very first house I built in this world. The very first house I built was way back over near my spawn point, a couple of maps away over in that direction, and that was a very very small, modest house compared to this one. But I love the fact that this one's in such a prime position, and even here from my bed you can see so much, including our massive round building over there. But that's not what we're going to be working on today. What we're going to be working on today is what I mentioned at the end of episode 1, which is this is going to take a few videos, I reckon, to do. This is quite a big project, to be honest, and like I say, that's what this series is going to be all about. It's going to be the big ideas that I've had whilst playing on PlayStation 4 since starting the trophy challenge. I've had lots of big ideas, lots of big plans, and I don't want to spoil too many of them, but some of them are builds, some of them are sort of just big fancy buildings, but some of them are quite complex, and this is going to be one of those complex ones. And I'm probably making life a bit difficult for myself by picking a complex one to start off with, but I just think this one's going to be interesting. I mentioned this at the end of the last video. We did a little bit of tunnelling down here. This is where my zombie spawner is, and if you remember, what I said is that my original plan was to use this zombie spawner plus the skeleton spawner I found over in that direction and try and find a way of sort of turning it into a double XP farm where I could sort of stand somewhere round about in the middle and get both spawners to fire off at the same time and filter into one place, and it didn't work. So what I've now got is a skeleton spawner, which is that I use for my XP farm. Now I've got this zombie spawner, and I've decided what to do is to try and make something out of this zombie spawner. Now, I guess a traditional XP farm would involve tunnelling out a bit like this, probably a bit bigger. This is only a 5x5 square. Normally, if you're making an XP farm, you want this as big as possible. You'd come out at least 4 or 5 blocks in each direction. But I've made this quite narrow because I don't want too many zombies to spawn from this, because I kind of want to control the speed at which they come out. I don't want too many coming out at once. What I also don't want is baby zombies, and hopefully what I've got here is a system that's going to, well, I don't know for sure, but hopefully this is going to help me filter off the baby zombies, because they're no use to me. What I'm after is zombie villagers. Now you might remember, as part of the trophy challenge, one of the things that we had to do was cure a zombie villager, and we succeeded. We did that, and that was cool. But it was hard work. I had to run around basically in the middle of the night looking for zombies that had spawned naturally. Zombie villagers, I should say, that had spawned naturally around the world. And then I had to try and lure them into my little basement space. Do you remember that? I made a bunker where I did all my curing. And it worked in the end. We got there in the end, but it wasn't the most sophisticated way. So I want to try and come up with a more reliable way. I was going to say consistent. I don't mean consistent, but a more reliable way. So this is the spawner, but viewed from above. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of preparation work. But what I want to do is I want to try and find a way of getting the zombies out from this area, and I want to get them sorted out into these little areas here. Now, as you can see, there's little doorways, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the villagers, the zombies, I should say, to come in and arrive at these doorways one by one. Obviously, they'll be trapped. I don't want them just coming through the doors and killing me. I'm going to get them trapped behind the doors. But once they are trapped behind the doors, the idea is well, I've got a room here for 12, 5 on each side and 2 down the end. And what I want to be able to do is get 12 in here and then have a look and see if I've got any zombie villagers. If they're zombie villagers, then I cure them. Which takes a few minutes, but you throw them a potion, you give them a golden apple, and then yeah, they're cured, they become villagers, and we'll have a button somewhere probably here. Oops, didn't mean to place that. We'll have a button somewhere around here. You push that, and the villager is taken away and taken off to a new trading centre, and the trading centre will be up there somewhere. This will be filled in at some point. I was just trying to get an idea of where we were in the world and how far away we were from the surface, and it's actually quite handy. It helps to stop the zombies from spawning when you've got daylight on them. But anyway, so yeah, that's what will happen if you cure them. If on the other hand you come in and it's just a normal zombie and they're no use to you, I'll have a different button, maybe here, which kills them. So that's basically the idea. It's a way of sort of filtering out, a sort of zombie filter. That's what this thing is. And yeah, what we're going to try and do is just sort of narrow it down. So rather than having to run around looking for zombie villagers, we'll have them come to us. Now, obviously, that's going to be quite a complex thing. Like I say, they're going to come through here. Hopefully, the babies will get filtered out. I don't know for sure that that's going to work, but hopefully the babies will get filtered out. The adults will all be brought round into a sort of canal system, which will bring them upwards. Now, hopefully, I think I left a way of you being able to see this. You know what? In fact, let's just jump down and I'll show you. Once you go down, this way, this is where the babies will go, but the adults will come through here, and they'll come along here, and we'll have signs and water taking them up through a water elevator all the way up to where that torch is. You see that torch at the top? And at the top there, that's where the zombies will go off, and they'll head off towards our zombie filter area. That's the idea. First things first, I've got these lights all set up, and they actually work really, really well, but they work really, really well from here. Now, the fact is this is going to end up, when this is done, this is basically going to be like a behind the scenes, behind the magic maintenance area only. I don't really want to have to be coming down here to flick the lights. I want to have the redstone leading all the way upstairs. So, I've brought some redstone with me. In fact, I need to have an empty out. I've got all the materials, I think, all the materials I think I'm going to need for this zombie filter. And we are going to work on this. First things first, actually, I need a bit more storage space. Let's see if I can make a bit of space there. It's all full of stone where I've been digging out. Here we go. We can make a bit of space here. Or we're going to need an infinite water source as well. So I've got some buckets. There is no chance at all that we're going to get this done today. But what I'm hoping today is that we can get enough of it done so that you can see how the whole thing's going to work. Because I realise it's quite a complicated idea. But hopefully it's going to work. We will see, I guess. We will see over the next 20 minutes or so whether this is actually going to work or not. I should have kept some stone on me. Let's do that. Grab a bit of stone. Not cobblestone. I need the cobblestone elsewhere. Just want normal stone. And I want an infinite water source. These are a couple of things that we're going to need going forward. We're obviously going to need a lot of buckets. I can't tell you how short we are on materials at the moment. I've got pretty much the last of the redstone on me. All the redstone that I've brought is pretty much all we've got left in the world. And iron isn't much better. You might have spotted, no, not that chest, this chest. I've got a couple of hoppers with me, some iron ingots, and all these buckets. And after that, there really isn't much more to go around. There really isn't. I'm starting to get a little bit panicky about this, to be honest. A little bit panicky. Right, so the reason I placed those there is because we're going to just quickly make ourselves a ladder to get up and down from here, so we can. Oh, what's that doing there? I was going to say, I'm sure I brought 5 with me. I've placed one on the wall there randomly. Let's get rid of this one. So up here, this is where that torch was. Remember, if I look down here, whoop, careful, that's where the zombies are going to arrive. So we're going to have water and signs coming all the way up, bringing them around here. When they get to the end here, they'll turn them right, and they'll come along. And this is where our zombie filter is. And our first door, I believe, should be lined up with that torch. So if I knock this block out here, this is what we're going to be working on today. This is where the first one is going to land. So let me just let me grab some materials here. I've brought, hopefully, I keep going to that top chest, and all there is in that top chest is stone. Right, so we need the dispensers, we need the redstone. You know what? While we're here, I'm going to grab this glass. This glass is pretty much specifically for this area here, because I want us to be able to see down there. But I obviously don't want us to fall down there. So I'm going to block this off now before we have any accidents. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do the redstone switch, wasn't it? That's what I was going to do. Right, so like I say, whilst there's daylight, that will actually slow down the spawn rate. At the moment, the lights are on anyway, so they wouldn't be spawning even if there wasn't daylight. But what I want is for us to be able to see, but there will be a roof over this. So eventually, when we flick this switch, it will go completely dark down there, completely dark. But what we want to do is we want to run a redstone trail from here. Now let me just think about this actually. What I need to do is just make a bit of space for myself so that I can get past this. What I want is I want a block just there. With redstone on it, and then the other side of this is where our lever will be, and the lever will come, the redstone will come down here, and then I don't want to go that way, I want to go this way. Yeah, that's it, perfect. Now, I'm not sure about is, need repeaters. Tell you what, I think there'll be a repeater there, and then we'll go down like this. Let's just make sure, I think I've got this lined up. There we go, yeah, so we come out to here, and then I'll probably need a couple of repeaters to get the signal to go the full way. Let's go and get some repeaters made, actually, because I'm pretty certain we're going to need at least 2, if not 3, to get this signal all the way downstairs. Let's just pop through here. Like I say, this is all going to be sort of maintenance area eventually. I know it doesn't look very pretty through there, but this is supposed to be the sort of pretty bit. This is the bit you're going to see. The rest of it is really behind the scenes. We're not going to see behind the scenes once this is all complete. Right, so we need... Oh, we've got sticks. We've got sticks to see how many torches we can make. In fact, let's just make a few more, because we're going to need loads at some point. So we might as well just cut to the chase a little bit. Make a few of these. There we go, 6. Now, what do I need to make repeaters? I need more redstone dust. Of course I do. I've used all the redstone up. Right, let's make some redstone dust out of these blocks. Like I say, that looks like quite a lot at the moment, but I promise you, there really isn't much redstone left after this. I am starting to get a bit worried. We do seriously need to start doing some mining trips. And we will. We'll do some mining trips. I might do those in live streams. I think I've mentioned that. I might do that in live streams. But one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Let's get down here, and I think the first repeater is probably going to need to go somewhere around here at this turning. Now, is that going to work? Is that going to work? Is that going to let me go that way? Oh, like that? I don't know. I can't go into the side, can I? I'm going to have to come around from the back of it. I need to go... let's go around this way and this way. Stick a bit of redstone dust behind it. There we go. Now it goes into the back and down that way. Did I see a gap there? I did, didn't I? I did, look. Ooh. Oh yeah, of course there's a cave there. And a bat. Hello, bat. I don't need access to this cave, so let's just block this back up for the time being. You can see I've already been here anyway. But let's just get that closed off. Right, so there we go. So that's the first bit. And then it's going to come down here. At which point it's going to do a sort of left and a right. In fact, somewhere around here, I guess. Actually, that repeater's probably okay where it is, and that's probably okay where it is. But I reckon around here we're going to need another repeater to send the signal in this direction. That might be a bit soon, actually. Let's go around the corner. Let's go, say, here like that, and stick it just there. Now, this is the risky bit because it's getting dark, and I can see it's getting dark. Let's stick a bit of stone in here, actually, because there's no need for us to be taking risks at this point. I need to just block this off like so, because I'm pretty certain that the zombies are going to start spawning as soon as I break that, because as soon as I break that, the lamps have gone off and I can hear the zombies. I can hear the zombies. Quick, let's get upstairs and put the lights back on before it gets a bit out of control down there. Get over here. There we go, around the corner. Oh, no, I'm blocked. Okay, let's dig this away, and quickly grab our lever and our stone bricks, and let's go with a stone brick just here and the lever just there, and flick the switch. That switch is on the redstone, and the lights are back on. Are they all on? Yes, they are. Okay, so there you go. You can see one. I think there was 2. I'm sure I saw a second one. Did he fall? I think he might have fallen down that filter area. I guess what I could do with is killing this guy, because otherwise that noise is just going to drive me crazy. Let's see if we can catch this glass. Nope, that's gone. Never mind. Hey, look, he's picked it up. Can you see it? The zombie's holding it. Excuse me. I think you find that's mine. If you wouldn't mind putting it down for me. Oh no, he hasn't picked it up. It's just on the floor next to him. Okay, well, let's just kill him anyway. Right, that's him dealt with. Do I risk going down there to rescue my glass? No, do you know what? I've got plenty of glass on me. I don't think there's any need for us to risk our lives for one piece of glass. We will go back down there, though, because... in fact, no, we won't. We won't do that. Let's stick to the task at hand. Let's grab a few stone bricks. And I need the redstone, actually. I've taken it away, but what I can get rid of is the redstone blocks. Don't need those for now. Let's grab our bricks, and let's just get this filled in like so. There we go. That's looking a little bit tidier, isn't it? Right, so we now have an on and off switch, and like I say, you'll find that that's actually very effective. Eight redstone lamps around it at the same height as the spawner itself, and that will pretty much stop it completely. So yeah, quite happy with that. Now, let's get our first filtering system put into place. So, let me see if I can explain this properly. The way this is going to work, like I say, the zombies are going to be brought up here by the water canal. There's going to be a water elevator here, then a water canal pushing them this way, and then around the corner and around to here. Now, basically what's going to happen, they're going to get to a gap. And that gap, they're going to fall through. And as they fall through it, they're going to fall through a tripwire hook. And that tripwire hook is basically going to start a new water supply that is going to cover this hole up. Which means that the next zombie that comes along won't be able to fall down there. Instead, they will... they won't do what I just did. They'll go past it and on to the next one. And there'll be another hole just here, like so. So the next zombie will come along and they'll fall into there, and as they fall, they'll set off another tripwire, which will close it off, and again. So what it will do is, it should mean that one zombie arrives in each doorway at a time. That's why I don't want too many spawning at once. I want there to be a fairly slow and steady control, a steady amount of zombies coming through here. Otherwise I'm going to end up with 2 or 3 landing in the same cell, which will just get complicated. What I will also need at some point is somewhere for zombie number 13, 14 and 15, because there's enough room for 12 in this system, but obviously there's going to come a point where it's all full up, and there's going to be no room for another. So that we're going to have somewhere over here maybe where they're just dropped and they're killed, or there's lava or something. But we don't need to worry about that for now. What we're going to worry about today is completing cell number 1. This is where cell number 1 is going to be. Now, do I have everything on me I need? I need dispensers, I need some stone bricks, I've got some stone bricks, I need tripwire hooks. Let's go and make some tripwire hooks, shall we? We need tripwire hooks and we need some string. Now, please tell me I've got some string. I have, good. Now, what do I need to make tripwire hooks? I need iron, I know that. I need sticks, and I think I need planks. Let me just have a quick look at this. If I make some planks, I reckon if I now go over here and look at tripwire hooks, there we go. Now, we only need a couple for now, so we don't need to go crazy. We're only doing 1. Oh, I'll tell you what we will need. We will need glowstone, 2 glowstone blocks. So let's grab some glowstone dust out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 1 for luck. Make ourselves a couple of glowstone blocks, which are just over here. That's that, and once we've got those, what we're going to do, yeah, we will start with the first one. It makes sense to start with the first one, doesn't it? This is cell number 1, so we'll start here, and the first piece of glowstone that we're going to put in is going to go right there, and we're going to have a matching one, not here, but 1 block behind here. So let me just stick a block there for now, place that in there, and then we'll get rid of this one. There we go. Now, the glowstone's quite important for a couple of reasons. One, for lighting reasons. Obviously, keep the place as bright as you can. Stop stuff from spawning back here. But also, it affects the tripwire, the hooks. The way the tripwire hooks are gonna settle. I'll show you that in just a second. Let's go one thing at a time, though. So, I'm a little zombie. I'm trundling around here. I get to here. And when I get to here, there is a dispenser. And when I fall through there, it's going to set the dispenser off and put water across here. So, we need to put a dispenser in. So, let's get some stone. Not worried too much about how this all looks back here, because obviously this is sort of behind the scenes. Once this is all up and working properly, hopefully you'll never see any of this again. Let me get a dispenser put into position just here, and it's pointing the right way. Perfect. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. What I meant to do was click on that and put the bucket in there. That's what I meant to do. There's going to be torches everywhere now, isn't it? Oh, no, I think I got away with that, actually. Okay, cool. Right, so we have a dispenser with a bucket of water inside of it. So that's step number 1. Now we need a way of switching that dispenser on and off. Let me just stick a block in here for the second so I can go backwards and forwards. So I need to power this block here. So the best way to power that block there is to come from underneath it. Oops, not that far underneath it. Let's just dig these away. Don't need that, don't need that. So we're going to come down. In fact, no, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Where I want to get to is, I think I need to come 1 more out like so. Do I? Let me think about this. We're going to have... no, in fact, okay, I was right first time. What I need to do is I need to put a block there. There we go. Right, okay. Now dig this away, dig this away. In fact, let's put that back just for a second and then come sideways like that. And then down. Where do I want to go from here? I think I want to go... I'm slightly lost now. Let me think. If I go around this way, let's go and place the redstone bits in. That might help me. It's difficult to visualise. So, you know what? I watched a tutorial of someone else doing this, and they were doing it in creative, and obviously they can fly around all over the place. And you know what? Life must be so easy when you're playing creative, because when you can fly up and down and you don't need scaffolding and all that stuff, life must be a lot easier. But well, you know me, I don't play in creative, not really. So that's going into there. That goes into there. This doesn't feel right though. This doesn't feel right somehow. And yet it must be. No, I know what I've done. I've placed the dispenser too low. That's what I've done. That's the mistake. I knew I was doing something wrong. Right, what I need to do is actually, let's grab that stone again, because the water doesn't want to be there. It wants to be 1 up from there. So that's how we're going to effectively block off the hole. Sorry, let me show you this properly. Hold on. If we come up like this, that's where it should be, at that level. So if I get rid of that, did I catch it? I caught it. Excellent. Okay. Right, so now let's place a dispenser just there. Come out of sneak mode, open up the dispenser, put the bucket inside of it. Okay, cool. Right, now that makes more sense as to why this didn't feel like it was at the right height, because it wasn't. It wasn't at the right height at all. So let me stack back up there so we can get behind this thing. Have I come up? Where have I come up? There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's cool. Right, so that is at the correct height, but that one isn't. It needs to go up, and then that one needs to go up, and then we should be able to go just to here, and we'll go repeater, like that. Redstone dust to there, redstone dust to there, and into that block. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, okay, we got there in the end. It took slightly longer than I intended, but we got there in the end. Let's get rid of these blocks because we don't need them now. They were just our scaffolding, as we were just discussing. Right, so we now have a way of switching off that, switching that dispenser on and off. All we need now is a switch, which is where the tripwire hook. And did I pick up string? I need string. Let's go and grab some string. Bottom chest, I think it was. There we go. Grab one of those. Now, this is where the glowstone comes into effect. Because if you place a bit of string between tripwire hooks on any normal block, it will do that. It will sort of lay flat on it like that. But when you do it on glowstone, this is what happens. Let me show you. You go up here like this. You place your first tripwire hook on that side, your second one on that side, and then if you place your string onto the hook itself, see how it pulls that down? See that? Okay, now what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go and set that off because there's a bucket of water up there which is just waiting to ruin my day and to ruin our redstone. What we need to do is need to get some signs in place first. Now hopefully I've got some signs with me. Yep, there we go, got 3, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go get these 3 put into position and hopefully this will all start to make sense. Now the one material that I haven't brought with me today that we are going to need in order to make this work fully is pistons. I'm going to need some sticky pistons, but I guess we'll leave that bit for today. Oh, no, 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 no. I've just done exactly what I said I didn't want to do. Right, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me my bucket back. Ah, dear. Oh, that is exactly what I wasn't planning on doing. So, again, I've probably made a right old mess everywhere now. No, I can't get into the dispenser now. There we go. Place that back in there with water in it, please, if you wouldn't mind. So my string's going to be gone now. A string's going to be out there somewhere. Right, what I was intending to do was to prevent that from happening, was to get some signs in position. Now, what I can't remember is where those signs need to be. I think the first one needs to go just here. Yep, that looks about right. So we put a sign just there. Is that right? Is that right? No, that isn't right. What I need is 1 block down. So we go just here like so. So that will stop the water from flowing down and doing exactly what it just did. Right, the next one needs to try and prevent the water flow from there going any further. Because otherwise it will just flow over the top of that sign now. So we're going to put a sign here to block it. So the water coming from over there will now stop here. But that means now that when the dispenser fires off and the water is now hitting this spot, that it's going to flow that way and this way. And I don't want it flowing that way because that will start pushing the zombies backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a sign just there to stop the water from going backwards. So now when the water comes out of there, it will only come round here and in this direction, which is exactly where we want it. Now let me see if I can just block this off again so we don't make a mess. Basically it should land, let me just make a little wall here like so, and up here like so. Let's go and see if we can find our bit of string. Where did my bit of string end up? Did I find it there? Was that it? No, I've no idea where my bit of string ended up. I guess I'm gonna, oh, there it is, look, there it is, there it is. Right, let's just stack up for a second, grab our bit of string, put it back on our tripwire hook. Nope, where did that end up? It's because I'm steeked. If you sneak or crouch, whatever you want to call it, if you go into that mode, it doesn't work. You need to be standing up, facing the hook, place it on. There you go. Right, that's now working. Perfect. Right, let's grab our stone back. Didn't mean that one. I just meant the others. So let's put that back there. Job done. We'll get rid of this bit, a little bit of scaffolding, and that's where our water should now land. So let me give you another working example. I am Mr. Zombie, doodly doodly doo, minding my own business. There is water all along here, pushing me along. Should we put some water in just for effect? Let's put some water in, say, let's block this off here. Place of water here. So, there we go. I'm a zombie. I'm being pushed along. Right, apparently that wasn't far enough. I need the water slightly closer. But it pushes me around the corner like this. I get to here, and I fall through. Oh! Like that. And there's the water. See, the water's now in place. It's flowing in that direction towards the next cell. Now, I'm the next zombie along. And I come along making my charming noises. Hold on, let me just go and grab that water out of there, because it doesn't work anyway, so let's just get rid of it. So I'm the next zombie along now. I've just arrived, I've come along here, and I'm and remember, when they get to water, they jump. That's how water elevators work. And when he gets to here, he starts jumping and swims straight across. See? Now, at the moment, that water flow isn't working, it's not blocked. But this will be blocked again by more signs, meaning that he'll fall down into the next one. Until we go through the tripwire, at which point it will fire off another dispenser, and we repeat the whole thing over and over again. Well, 12 times is how many times it's going to happen, all the way around this little walkway until it gets to the end, and then, like I say, the last one, lucky number 13, he's going to go straight to his death. But that's not for today. What I do want to do is I want to somehow try and get my way back over here, which is going to be easier said than done, but basically I want to go back through the tripwire hook so that we can turn this dispenser off. Please let me through, please let me through. And that should do it. There we go, that's reset it. Now, as part of the whole system here, we need to have a way of resetting that, because obviously we can't ask zombies to go switching on and off on their way out the door. So what we're going to have, zombie has arrived, he's landed in this cell, and I look at him and I go, you're just a zombie, you're no good to me, I want you dead. And I push a button and he dies. Or I look at him and it's a zombie villager, I get my potions out and I cure him and I keep him, and I push another button, and that button will open up a trapdoor which will send him off to a villager trading hall, or wherever I decide I'm going to put my villagers. So that's where we're going to head to. That's what this is all about. We want to get a trade hall set up with as many good quality traders, good quality villagers as we can. And this is where they're going to come from. They are going to come from our zombie filter. So what we're going to do today, I haven't got any pistons with me, and the pistons is how we're going to keep our zombies which have been cured. But what we are going to set up today is a way of killing the ones that we don't want. Okay, so the keep button is going to go down the bottom, and it's going to be used to fire off this piston. There'll be a sticky piston just here, which will pull the floor away, and that's for the ones that we're going to keep. What we're going to do today, though, is the ones that we're going to kill. So we're going to have a separate button for that, which is going to be up top here. So what we need now is a way of getting the signal from that to a dispenser to fire off some lava. So what we need to do, let me just have a little think about this for a second. Yep, so we've got our first block here. What we need is another block just here. Now I'm conscious that you might be able to see some of these blocks, so I'm going to make this a stone brick, because when you're stood out here, you're going to be able to see that one, so I don't want it to be too ugly. Now what we need here is a repeater. Have I got any more repeaters on me? No, so let's go and make some repeaters. And while we're doing this, there's something to eat, because I can see my hunger is going down. And by the way, have you noticed, no more zombies? No more zombies at all. The lighting works perfectly. I know it's daylight at the moment, but we've been working through the night and nothing's been spawning down there, so that works absolutely perfectly. Right, what was I doing? I was looking for repeaters. We shouldn't need anything from there. We just need to go into the menu, craft ourselves some torches, and there you go. We can now do repeaters. Perfect. Okay, let's get those into my hotbar for just a second. We need a repeater and we need a torch. So the repeater is going to go just here. So let me get that placed in first of all. I don't think I can. There we go. There's room there. So it repeat. Oh, repeater. You gonna let me place it? No. Okay. It's all a bit tight for space around here. Where can I go to? There's no water up there anymore. I guess I can just dig that one away for the second. There we go. Oh, I've set it off. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Yep, no, it's cool. The switch is still intact, so that's fine. Just need to be careful not to touch that switch while we're up here. Right, so that goes just here. I still can't jump. There we go. Right, so the repeater goes in there, and then we want a block in here. Let me put a block back there so that we don't do what we just did again. How am I going to get a block up there? Easier said than done. What if I go like this? No, that's just setting off the delay, and I don't want that. What if I go to sneak mode and jump? There we go. So sneak, jump, place it on top of the repeater. Job done. Right. Okay. So we're going to have a button on this side. Pop. You push. That's going to fire this off, and then I believe on this side I'm going to need a redstone torch. Yeah. Okay. That works. And now this is where I'm going to need the hoppers. You might have spotted the hoppers when we first come up here. And the hoppers is one of the reasons that we're going to really struggle to get this build finished, because they obviously need a load of iron, and I do not have a load of iron. I'm really struggling for iron at the moment. we've got a bit, but if you've seen in the basement of my house and you've seen all the hoppers that we've used up there, you'll understand. We've used so many hoppers lately, so much iron. We really, really do need to do some mining trips, some serious mining trips. So yeah, but we've got enough for now. We've got enough to be able to do this one cell. Now, what this is basically going to do is this is going to, when we push the button out here, I think I need to use a stone button. So let's grab that now. Did I bring any buttons with me? I don't know if I did actually. Not a problem. I can just make one quickly. What this is going to do, this is going to... I've just realised I need to make a comparator. And I don't think I have what I need on me to be able to make a comparator. What do I need? I need to remind myself what stuff you need. There you go. So that pushed that. And that sets off the signal, which is going to unlock this hopper. And that hopper is going to have a piece of stone inside of it. He says, there we go, one piece of stone. Now, it doesn't matter what you put in there, you can put anything in there, but the idea is, as soon as you do that, it's going to release this hopper, and it's going to basically pass that back and forth a couple of times. And that passing backwards and forwards a couple of times is going to be what's needed to fire off a comparator, which will tell our next dispenser to switch on, and then straight back off again. But, like I say, I don't think I've got on me what is needed to be able to make a comparator. Let's have a quick look at the redstone menu. I need quartz. Right, be right back, guys. I'm going to grab some quartz. Okay, so I'm back. So I've got a couple of bits of quartz. We're just going to very quickly make a comparator, if I can remember how to do this. What do we need? We need one more redstone torch. There we go. That gets us a comparator. So back here, I've just laid out some blocks here so I can remember exactly what I've got to do next. We need to get up here. We've got our hoppers going backwards and forwards. We need to put a comparator in just here. Now what that's going to do is it's going to detect when that bit of stone makes its way into here. And what I also forgot is that I don't want to use a stone button here. I want to use a wooden button here. So let me just grab that. Make myself a wooden button, which is in here. There we go. And we use the wooden button at the top. And we're going to use the stone button at the bottom like that. That will be the kill button, which we'll do at another stage. But this is going to be, sorry, that's the keep button. The wooden button is going to be the kill button, which is the top one. And what should happen is when we push that button, hopefully you'll see very quickly. I don't know if I was quick enough there. Let's see if we can just get through that a little bit quicker. 1, 2. Do you see it flash twice there? It was kind of difficult to see, but you'll see the result of that now. What we're going to do is we are going to quickly place in, what do I need here? Do I need to place... that's at the right location, I think. So yeah, all I need to do now is just lay a bit of redstone and a dispenser. Let's go and grab a dispenser, put it round the front here, like so. There's the dispenser. Let me think. That goes there. This is all going to be on view, isn't it? So I guess I should tidy this up and just replace that with a bit of stone brick. Let's put a couple of those in there, just like so. And also thinking about it, we're about to put lava in this thing. So what we should do as well is grab one of these stone slabs and put that into position. Otherwise, we're all going to get burnt by lava. So let's not do that, shall we? Let's stick a lava bucket into there, like so. So that's where our zombie's going to land, in that little spot there. He can't get out, I can't get in. We're all safe. Everything's cool. All we need now is a little bit of a redstone dust trail that leads from underneath this thing here. Now hold on. I've missed a block. That would have stopped it from working completely. Can I make redstone torches? Yes, I can. Right, what I need to do is I need to come up and place a block just here against this. No, not on top of it. Against it. There we go. Right, let's get rid of you. And then behind this I need my redstone torch, which should now be like so. Right, and then underneath this we go around out like so, and then we follow that back to the dispenser just here. Now what should happen, and I say should, but hopefully what is going to happen now, that's all connected up. When we push our button at the top here, this is our, oh, it's come on and it's stayed on. Why has it done that? Okay, it's working back to front at the moment. What I need to do is I need to grab the bucket out of there, go and grab the lava out of there. Oops, I don't want the... That's it, give me the lava. There we go, perfect. Go back to the dispenser, place that. I don't know why I'm going to the back of the dispenser. I could have done that from the front. Right, so, zombie has landed. He's in here. We don't want him. He's not a villager, so let's kill him. Like so. Bop, bit of lava, and it's gone. Our zombie catches fire, and he dies, or at least he should die. I guess if he's wearing good armour, then we might need to hit him a couple of times as well with a sword. But for the most part, they will die from that lava. Job done. This button will be connected up, and it will be used to keep whatever zombie villagers we cure. But also what we need to do, and we'll do this in the next video, whenever we push one of these buttons, it also needs to reset the water at the top. But we'll get into that in the next episode, and hopefully I'll do a little bit of work in between to get these other cells prepared, and hopefully we can start connecting this thing up. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to thank you very much for watching episode 2 of Ninjary Time. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And yeah, I will hopefully will see you in another video soon. Bye! Yeah, a bit more behind the magic there, bit of behind the scenes. There we go. These are the only chests that are working so far, and